Chapter 43. Letter of War. Ancient mansion. In the middle of a hall. Guhai returned once again to paying homage to his late wife. His emptied mind was once again surrounded by layers of majesty. Wearing a brocade robe, sitting at the main seat in the middle of the hall. On both sides sat Guqin, Guhan, Gao Xionzi, Scar, Shangwen Scar and Chen Chonchen. Guhai sipped clear tea and gazed at Chen Chonchen as he listened to everything. You guys arrived at King's Sect at the beginning. Then you were lured to a valley by King's Sect disciples. Then you were surrounded and killed by King's Sect and Songjia Sect disciples. And as you were fleeing, you saw Songjia Sect leader, with 15 Earth Section disciples died in an ambush. Guhai sipped his tea and said in a deep voice, "Yes, we have more than 300 people were injured. Along the way also suffered from the pursuit. However, my Earth department are elite. Unless *** Sheng personally shot, generally cannot stay us. Later on the way to escape. Captured a King's Sect disciple, forced to ask, only to know. It turned out that the last time *** Sheng from the Dafeng Gang came back, set up a conspiracy to extinguish the King's Sect. Patriarch's whereabouts are unknown. First grade Hallmaster, all were captured," Chen Chonchen bitterly said. "Where are the captured people?" Guhai said in a deep voice. "Escorted back. I didn't kill them, my lord, wait a moment." Chen Chonchen immediately ran out of the hall. Soon, a man in green was escorted into the hall by a few villains. "Let me go, senior uncle. I was also forced." The man in green looked at Chen Chonchen and begged for mercy. Guhai's eyes narrowed slightly as he twisted his head to look at Shangwen Trace. Shangwen Scar nodded and stepped out, walking over to the man in green. His eyes narrowed slightly, and he steeply probed his hand to point above the man in green's head. Boom! Steeply, a large amount of scarlet aura emerged from that man's body. The green-clothed man's eyes steeply turned a reddish color. Wow! A head full of long hair steeply turned into a small snake. The evil man escorting him suddenly turned wildly pale and almost disengaged his hand. Boom! Shangwen Scar blasted a point on the place of his brow, and that green-clothed man trembled abruptly, and his head full of tiny snake heads abruptly drooped. The entire person went limp. "What's going on?" "On his head," Chen Chonchen said in horror. This person should have seen that he wouldn't be able to escape, even if he transformed, so he kept it hidden. "Heh," Shangwen Trace revealed a cold smile. "It seems that it's not just that Elder Bai who was demonized last time. Many people from the Song Armor sect should have been demonized. Even those who defected to them." Scar's face was ugly as he said, "How did you guys get demonized? Who else?" Gao Xionzi, however, directly questioned. Me. The man looked at the crowd in horror. "If you don't speak, you die," Gao Xionzi coldly said. "I'll say, but I don't know, or Master wanted to defect to the Songa sect, so he took a few of us with him to the Songa sect. At that time, I wasn't sure what was going on. It's just that then I passed out, and after I woke up, I realized that I was being transformed. That I could transform, and I couldn't go back to my old self," the man said in horror. "Transformed within the Song Armor sect. In that case, that great demon should be within the Song Armor sect." Shangwen Trace frowned. "Even if the inside was transformed, it's impossible for the King's Sect to be annihilated by a swarm in one go. Didn't the sect leader put up any resistance?" Chen Chonchen shouted with glaring eyes. "I'm not sure. That day, the master brought *** Sheng and a black-robed man into the interior of the King's Sect's mountain, guarding formation. Then poisoned the Patriarch and all the masters and uncles, as well as all the people of the Yipin Hall. They originally didn't feel it until the black-robed man waved his sleeve. The rolling red mist enveloped the entire King's Sect, and all of them were poisoned," the man whispered. "Both the King's Sect Master and the First Grade Hallmaster have been captured. They are now imprisoned in the King's Sect." "What about Master Lionian?" Gu Hai said in a deep voice. Others could be on alert. That Master Liu Nian was not an idle person. Gu Hai had been in contact with him. He would not make this mistake. I don't know. There is no Master Liu Nian. I don't know where he went. Sheng is still forcing the imprisoned King's sect disciples right now, the man whispered. Master Liu Nian left, Gu Hai said in a deep voice. Are you saying that the Clear River sect disciples are all still alive? Chen Chanchen's eyes lit up. The man lowered his head, not daring to look at Chen Chonchen. Say it, Chen Chonchen glared. Basically, all of them are dead, I guess. Shek said that if they cannot ask the whereabouts of Master Liu Nian, there is no need to live, so, the man whispered. All killed, Chen Chonchen steeply dropped into a sitting position. Pretty much, the man whispered. Shangguan Trace, however, narrowed his eyes slightly and said, Did you kill them, or did you eat them? What? Chen Chonchen on the side steeply widened his eyes. What did it mean? Eat it. The man lowered his head, not daring to speak. Minister Shangguan, what do you mean? What eaten? Chen Chonchen glared. I'll explain it to you later. Shangguan Trace looked at the man once again. Where is the first grade hallmaster? What are you guys doing arresting the first grade hallmaster? I don't know, but the first grade hallmaster was brought back to the Song Armor sect by that black-robed man. And Sheng stayed behind to continue interrogating the King Patriarch, the man whispered. Black-robed man, that big demon, right. Gu Hai lightly tapped his finger on the table. Righteous Father, earlier, Sheng sent someone to capture us brothers. It was to blackmail Righteous Father, right? And this time, Minister Chen and the others escaped, so perhaps, soon, Sheng will come here himself. He should have captured Righteous Father, not only to help avenge the Dafengang, but perhaps also to silence him. Gu Han frowned. There's no need for him to come. I'll go, Gu Hai said in a deep voice. Gu Helmsman, I've said everything I need to say. I was 4-star. I will be a good person in the future. Please Gu Helmsman, let me go. The man knelt down and said in shock. Bear Yin. On the side, Shangguan Trace stepped forward with a sword and pierced through his brow. You, the man merely screamed and died. Drag it down, burn it, Shangguan Trace said in a deep voice. Yes. The villains escorting that monster immediately dragged him out. Minister Shangguan, perhaps, Chen Chonchen said with some intolerance. Minister Chen, don't listen to his compulsion. After he demonizes, he will never be able to turn back. Cannibalism. It's just a matter of time, Shangguan Trace said in a deep voice. Cannibalism. What do you mean? Chen Chonchen glared. After being demonized, there will be some instincts to eat something of a human. I have seen before. People who were demonized by bat demons, they have an extreme desire for human blood that they cannot restrain. They are called vampires. Half human, half demon. They are the ones who are rejected by the heavens. They use human blood for a hedonistic pleasure. And they use human blood to strengthen themselves, their existence. They are demons. And the person in front of you is a person who was demonized by the snake demon. They have a strong need for a human heart and liver. Don't believe his words. When they see human heart and liver, they will immediately pounce on it. This kind of demon, you say you still want to release him, Shangguan Trace explained. Eating human hearts and livers. Then my King's sect disciples. Chen Chonchen stared wide-eyed. You guessed right. The hearts and livers of cultivators are naturally even more tonic to them, Shangguan Trace explained. Chen Chanchen's scalp instantly tingled, looking in the direction of the monster that had just been dragged away without a trace of intolerance anymore. Demons eating people. That's evil. People eating people. That is a demon. For this kind of demon, it must be killed, Shangguan Scar affirmed. My lord, Sheng shouldn't be coming anytime soon, right? After all, your lordship's great formation is known for its ferocity. The Yuanying realm won't be able to curry much favor. Gao Xianzi looked towards Gu Heidao. On the side, a trace of worry appeared on Gu Qin's face, because only Gu Qin knew that the great formation outside the ancient mansion was just an empty city. Gu Qin, Gu Hai said in a deep voice. Gu Qin immediately answered. Fetch an empty worship invitation over here. Gu Hai said in a deep voice. Yes. Gu Qin quickly left and soon came with an exquisite invitation to worship. Gu Han immediately went to the side and prepared a brush and ink. However, he saw that Gu Hai lifted the brush and wrote the word war letter on the outside of the obeisance, opened the obeisance, and continued to write. Those who commit offenses against my Yipin Tang, disciples of Yipin Tang, everyone will be executed. **Sheng, in the next few days, I will lead 3,000 disciples of the One Piece Hall to the King sect, and fight with you for life and death. One Piece Hall, Water Rudder, Ancient Sea. Who are you? Gently blowing on the ink. After the ink dried. Gu Hai closed the war book. The crowd had been watching from the sidelines, but no one had said much. Gu Hai said in a deep voice. You know who is a Song Armor sect disciple in the crowd of the Four Directions, right? Gu Hai looked at Gu Han and said. Righteous Father, don't worry. Inside this tiger prison pass are all our people. Those cultivators living in the Four Square restaurant have detailed descriptions of the registration sent. There are a total of 3 Song Armor sect disciples. Were dispatched here to monitor my ancient mansion. Gu Han nodded. Pass this war letter to a Song Armor sect disciple and tell him to give it to **Sheng. Gu Hai said in a deep voice. Yes. Gu Han received it carefully and immediately crossed out of the hall to make arrangements. My lord, are we really going to King sect? When will we leave? Chen Chongchen, however, said eagerly. After all, although the King sect had been exterminated, but the King sect master was still being guarded, and the hatred for the extermination of the sect had filled Chen Chongchen's heart with endless hatred. We're not going to King sect, Gu Hai said in a deep voice. Go to Songjia sect, Gu Hai said in a deep voice. Songa sect. Not bad. I wrote this war letter to **Sheng, just to stabilize him, so that he can't act rashly for the time being. Stall a little more time for us. Save Long Wanqing first, Gu Hai said in a deep voice. Yes, Chen Chongchen could only respond. During the Chen Song battle, I helped Chen Liongyi fight for Nu Su. He should still listen to you, right? Gu Hai looked at Chen Chongchen. Of course, Chen is still sitting on the throne because of me. That little brat dares to disobey me. Chen Chongchen's eyes glared. Just listen. Immediately send a letter to him and tell him to prepare 100 blank imperial edicts, all of which need to be stamped with the seal of the imperial seal, as soon as possible. Gu Hai said in a deep voice. 100 blank, holy edicts stamped with the imperial seal. Chen Chongchen said blankly. I'm going to temporarily take over the Chen kingdom. Use the imperial decree to command the world. The contents of the imperial decree, let me fill them in. Go, Gu Hai commanded. Yes, Chen Chongchen answered.